Hello everyone, and welcome to the Pup Mommy. This is a channel where I share my practical hands-on experience in what I've learned, including my mistakes, in over 30 some years of owning, loving, and caring for dogs. Now, this particular video, I'm sharing with you a scare that I had a couple weeks ago with with Thumper. And the reason I'm sharing this and why it's important is that I had a scare that basically I thought Thumper had developed a mast cell tumor. And mast cell tumors are the most common form of skin cancer in dogs. And while there are certain breeds that are more prone to mast cells, such as Bostons, boxers, golden retrievers, and so forth, it can happen to anyone and any dog. So what happened was this. On Sunday morning, I was playing with Thumper, and, I kind of look my dogs all over, and he looked absolutely fine. And then at 5 o'clock in the evening, he comes in, and he basically has this lump that you can see right now pictured. The lump, immediately, my mind immediately went to mast cell tumor, and the reason is because of what you're seeing on the other side, which is a photo of Chipper's leg. Chipper was my Boston Terrier, and in the last 6 years of his life, he had 5 mast cell tumors. Now, mast cell tumors are not to be confused with skin tags or something like histiocytomas. And histiocytoma is what I'm showing you right now, which automatically, it just suddenly appeared on the top of Nabuco's head. And it's somewhat like a fatty tumor. I took Nabucco anyway to the vet, and yes, she did confirm it was a histiocytoma. Not to worry, because 99.9% of them are benign, and that they'll usually fall off by themselves, which is exactly what happened with Nabuco's. Unsightly, yes, but hurtful, no. But let's get back to Thumper and his supposed potential mast cell tumor. Now, one thing to note about mast cells is that they come out of nowhere. They are hard to the touch. They can change shape. And they're usually found, they can be found on the head, they can be found on the leg, on the paw, they can be found on the stomach, they can be found in various places on your dog. These types of tumors are not something to wait out. If it looks like a tumor, regardless of whether it's a fatty tumor or it is a mast cell, turns out to be a mast cell, you should make an appointment with your vet as soon as possible, because what you find and what you know can literally save your dog's life. I made an appointment with the vet on Monday, and I took Thumper in. What happens next is the vet will look at the nodule, or tumor if you want to call it that, and will aspirate the tumor, meaning a needle is taken, is put into the tumor itself, and cells are taken out, which are then put on a slide and looked at under the microscope. The vet is going to be able to ascertain whether or not there are cancer cells present. And if there are cells present, then the vet will take a biopsy. The biopsy is sent to a pathology lab, and it's usually outside of your primary care vet's scope. The pathologist is then able to grade the tumor. Grade 1 is benign. Anything grade 2 and above is cancer. The pathologist will also be able to give the vet an idea as to how quickly the cancer is spreading, how progressive and invasive. Now, the reason that I'm kind of up to date on mast cell tumors and kind of know what they are and why I'm talking about them, even though I'm not a vet, is because my little Chipper had 5 of them. And, that's why, I'm sharing what I've learned in the 30-some years of owning dogs. In Thumper's case, thank goodness, it turned out not to be a mast cell tumor. But in Chipper's case, it was just basically an infectious nodule. But in Chipper's case, he had 4 grade 2s and he had 1 benign. If your dog has cancer tumor, it has to be removed. And then the tumor can be removed by your local vet. You do not need to see a specialist to have this done. What the vet will do is the vet will do the surgery and remove the tumor and then remove a swath of tissue surrounding that tumor. Now, depending on where it's located and depending on it usually indicates whether the surgery is, going to be easy or it's going to be a little more difficult. When it's on the leg, as in the case of Chipper and Thumper, it's a little more difficult to get. Do you need chemo or radiation after the surgery? In only one instance of Chipper, in one of Chipper's tumors, was the vet urged me to see an oncologist because that particular tumor was on a location on Chipper's stomach that was a little more difficult for her to be able to reach, to remove, and so forth. She was 90% sure that she had gotten all of the cancer cells, but she wanted me to be certain. So, of course, I made an appointment at the oncologist. And they recommended, I think it was chemotherapy or radiation. And the bill for that, and this is back in 2012, and the bill for that was $6,000. But given that Chipper was already a little over 11 years old and he had other medical issues, I decided against it. I decided to go with the fact that my vet was able to get all of the cancer cells from Chipper. I didn't want to put him through it at that age. And that was my decision. It turned out that, he did live several more months. And when he did finally pass away in my arms, it was from brain cancer, not from mast cell tumor. But this is one of the reasons why, if you see something like this, don't wait it out. Take your dog to the vet because, if it is cancer, you want to catch it as quickly as possible so that it doesn't spread. And if it is caught in time and the cancer cells removed, your dog has a very positive prognosis. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section. If you'd like to contact me directly, please do so. My contact information is in the description section. And I hope you found this informative and useful. Mast cell tumors are nothing to be, taken lightly. They can literally kill your dog. So we don't want that to happen. So when you see lumps and bumps, play it safe. Take your dog to the vet. And with that, I will say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and I do appreciate your following me. Thank you very much. Bye for now.